Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be addressing the overall crypto market for Hedera Hashgraph and also XRP. So first and foremost, I am going to be talking about why these two assets look extremely bullish. I mean, most altcoins most likely look like this as well. Overall, I mean, nobody should be scared of what the market is doing right now. We're just kind of having that consolidation period until pretty much September. We could have some bumpy roads, ahead of us. We could have some volatile price action play out. But nonetheless, I'm still not concerned at all. The crypto market cap has been sitting around that $2.10 trillion market value for a while now. We are up about 1.15%. Bitcoin is still ranging at that 47K zone. Ethereum is still outperforming Bitcoin, sitting at about 3,400. And we do see most altcoins kind of just sitting stable or, moving up a little bit, as we do see even XRP is up about 6%. If we come down here to Hedera Hashgraph, it's been ranging around this 25-cent zone. Honestly, I'm about to just ape into a HBAR again and just kind of sit around for the next major move, because honestly it's been just consolidating for so long and I've just been extremely bullish on the asset nonetheless. So with that being said, let's actually talk about a few things. So first and foremost, I'm going to be addressing things on the weekly basis point, because when we're actually zooming out and looking at these assets from a bigger picture, for example on the weekly, instead of opposed to, like, a lot of people look at things on like a 15-minute chart and actually trade the 15-minute chart. I'm just going to say right now, never do that. Never trade the 15-minute chart at all, especially in crypto, because there could be, for example, like, look at this. If this was a 15-minute chart, what would you do if this happened, right? And then all of a sudden this happened. Like, you sold on the way down and now you have to rebuy up here. Like, the 15-minute chart could be very elusive in the way of actually faking somebody out, especially for new beginners. A lot of them kind of watch the 15-minute chart. And honestly, it's just one of those ideas that this thing moves very fast on a small basis point, especially, for emotions. It's never good to watch a 15-minute chart. Like, look at this. Like, this is all on the 15 minutes. So, if I was watching that and if I was new to crypto, I would definitely be concerned or worried. But realistically speaking, like, I know exactly what this market could do. I know exactly what this market is attempting to do as well. Like, this is where we are pretty much going to range into, which is a major, bull top for Bitcoin yet again. So I'm actually just waiting for that. I'm waiting for some validating points on Bitcoin to kind of range to. Right now, we're having that slight pullback. We're consolidating, but honestly, you cannot argue the fact that this chart does not look extremely bullish. We are still ranging in this zone. Actually, let's zoom in. Let's go to the 1 day and actually look at this from a standpoint on a zoomed in basis. So we're still ranging in that rectangle, this green rectangle, all the way back from demand zones from the early pump to that 45K plus zone, or the 50K plus zone. This is pretty much where we broke out above 6K. We're ranging here a little bit around that 45K zone before we finally broke out, and that's pretty much where we are now. So everything's been sitting stable. It almost looks like we are printing the same exact pattern point from pretty much the pre-pump zones from even here. Like, this is pretty much that same pattern. It's kind of just like that sideways momentum, just to kind of, get anybody who is impatient to kind of sell, or, just kind of get frustrated overall. Emotions will flow throughout this market very fast, very easily as well. But overall, Bitcoin is doing incredibly well. Same with XRP, same with HBAR. Again, I'm watching one of these X's being broken. I still think that we hold the 46K grounds fairly strong. Especially considering the fact that we've bounced off of that twice now. And a lot of assets and a lot of things are actually doing the same thing. Even if we go over to the dollar, we ranged down and actually bounced off of a strong support zone, regained the 50-day MA, and now is trading kind of in between the 50-day and this resistance point here. So I'm watching the dollar very closely, as we did get some volatile price action happening to it today. I'm also watching the indices as they actually closed red today. We do see that the Dow Jones is down about almost 40 points. We do see the NASDAQ down about almost 7. Same with the S&P 500. So nothing too crazy overall to report on in that gist. But I will be obviously watching these throughout the week, as today is just Tuesday. So I obviously want to watch these as the week goes on. Now, in regards to XRP and HBAR, they look extremely bullish, especially on the week basis. Like, look at this nice bull pattern that it's printing. This is the nice bull flag. Same with HBAR. Like HBAR, this is just like one massive bull flag going all the way back to March. So obviously, this looks great. I think that the price action on HBAR is still very significantly, strong. I think that it's very stable as well, and I think that's only a matter of time before we do get the next leg up on HBAR. But let's actually address XRP on the day span, and let's actually really talk about it. And let's turn on everything. So we do see that we are well above our demand zone before the nice pump to about $2. We are actually still holding the sideways momentum. And again, I have these 2x's marked here for one validating price point average. So I'm still waiting for one of these to be broken or at least be retested, something like that. A nice rejection off of the $1.31 will tell us, hey, we're just not there yet. But we have been trading sideways for a little bit of time now, actually. If we look here and go to the date span, from the day that we actually ranged to now, it's been about 16 days of sideways trading. So I'm still waiting on something with that. Bitcoin's been holding strong as well. In regards to Bitcoin, price action has been pretty much stable. A lot of buy pressure has been there for us when we did need it. And same goes for XRP, right? We tested $1.05 3 times, have held it strong. The buy pressure was there to hold us above it, and I think that we still stay stable around this chop zone at that $1.05 to $1.31. I know that that is a significant amount as well. It's like about 25-cent zone, but it is one of those zones that we traded in before for quite some time before we had that nice price action upward as well. Again, it's all sideways momentum. Sideways momentum does build for the next leg up. It's not just an up only game. It's an up, sideways, up again, right? So I'm waiting for something like that where we do get back up into this X zone at $1.50 to $2 and actually retest $2 plus. I think that will happen in September. Obviously, like I said, I think that the beginning of September could be very volatile. Tomorrow is September 1st, so I am very much so watching September closely. Again, I think XRP is going to have a very great fall. Not fall in terms of price, I'm just saying fall in terms of the season. And same with HBAR too, right? So let's actually go to the day span on HBAR, and let's turn on some of these. So we do see that we are in the overall demand zone. We are still testing that 200-day MA and riding it. As you guys already know, I've been reporting on this for some time. We still haven't broken one of these X's. Again, I still have those there. We have kind of been in the sideways upward trend path. It's been very weird, to be completely honest with you. I've never really seen this so much in a lot of assets. But HBAR has been holding strong on the nice key significant line of support on the 200-day span. And I do think that we'll most likely hold this and continue upward. Again, HBAR is one of those assets where a lot of people are still waiting for the next major move on it. I know I am. I'm still waiting for 30 cents plus, right? So until 30 cents plus is actually broken, I'm not going to get too excited on the price action. We have been seeing a lot more updates coming out in regards to HBAR. It almost reminds me of Matic. I don't know if you guys were watching my videos when I was uploading videos on Matic, but when I was actually talking about Matic, we've seen pretty much all these partnerships coming out, major updates from the team as well, pretty much on a day span. The price action wasn't there. It wasn't moving. It was just sideways trading. And I even said, watch out for the next move, because with all these updates, with all these partnerships, all this fundamental stuff going on behind closed doors for the project, it's only a matter of time before the price action catches up to it. And I do think that the same goes for HBAR as well, where we are on this nice momentum upward, right? This nice sideways momentum upward with no major influx in price. But once it does catch up to the idea of fundamentals behind HBAR, that's when we will see green candles like back here from March, where we will see that nice pump to all-time high plus into price discovery. And that I do think will happen sometime in September into October. Like I said, we have to watch for the fall, because fall is going to be the season for crypto, in my opinion. I think once we get out of September, it's all nice upward trend for a lot of these assets, especially even HBAR. So I'm watching these closely. Ethereum has been performing very well as well. We actually, if we go to the day span, I told you guys in yesterday's video that it looked like it was ready to retest $3,400. We broke it today. We actually ranged even higher to about $3,500. Hit a little bit of a brick wall, but it's all good. We came down, retested support. We hit support, and now we're kind of riding on it. Same kind of goes for Ethereum dominance, right? On Ethereum dominance, I told you guys that we would be ranging to get to 19% next. After we had this nice break above all the three, well, pretty much not all three, but we'll just say the 100 and the 50-day MA. Once we broke those, I was looking for a much higher percentage-wise for Ethereum dominance, and we got that today. We hit about 19.3%. I'm actually ranging for this to make a new high very soon in September, definitely, at about 20.83%. So I'm actually watching Ethereum and Ethereum dominance very closely, as well as the dollar and the indices, as well as Bitcoin, as Bitcoin kind of stays stable. A lot of people are still calling for a bear market. It's actually comical to me that people actually still believe that this is a bear market, but it is what it is. I'm still watching XRP and HBAR very closely, as I do think that these are going to be two front runners in the next alt season that is going to be happening here shortly. And I mean, the market is looking good. A lot of altcoins are very green today. I think that Solana is pretty much telling us, hey, we are still very much so in a bull market, up 55% on the 7-day span. It did incredibly well today. So with that being said, I think everything is still looking good, still sitting stable. Wow, can't talk right now, but it is all good. Things are still looking good. I think Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin right now is a clear insight that we are still ranging for a massive alt season. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.